I think I can handle this.
In the previous video, you saw Justin recognize that he could lift the student. He then set a wide base for himself, bent at the hips, bent at the knees, and lifted the student with his legs. This is an important part of lifting students. In order to perform a one-man lift, the lifter must be able to lift the student solely by themselves.
Alright, man. Ready for your lift here? Take you up. 1, 2, 3.
Important things when it comes to one-man lifts are telling the student that you are going to lift them, and then getting into position to lift them. You must set a wide base, bend at your waist, bend at your legs, and begin to count when you are about to lift the student. You saw all of these things in the previous clip.
Don't do this.
In the previous clip, you saw the incorrect way to lift a student. Justin did not take care of his body mechanics, nor did he inform the student that he was going to lift them. He also grabbed the student in the wrong position and did not support their head. Buddy, alright, we're going to put you up on the bench, okay? I'm going to lift you up a little bit. Okay? Ready? I'm going to lift you up in 1, 2, 3. Oh. The only thing incorrect with the last video was that he was not wearing gym shoes. He got down on one knee, informed the student that he was going to lift them, sat the student up so that he could put his arm behind their back, and counted when he was going to begin lifting the student. These are all proper mechanics when it comes to taking a student from the ground to a bench. Behind you. Okay, I'm going to lift you in 1, 2, 3. There we go. There you go. The previous clip showed the incorrect way to one-man lift a student off of the ground. First, Drew did not go down on one knee and inform the student what he was doing. He lifted strictly with his back, which is very bad for him. He also did not keep the student close to his chest as to support them.
Alright, before the transfer, I'm going to unlock your brakes here. Bring you over right to a 45-degree angle right here. Make sure the brakes are locked. Alright, buddy, here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
The previous clip showed you in detail how to get a student from their wheelchair to another surface. Justin began by unlocking the brakes and wheeling the student to a 45-degree angle to the surface. He then locked the brakes again and began lifting the student. He started a count of 1, 2, 3 to ensure that the student knew what was going on and knew they were about to be lifted.
Just unlock the brakes here.
In the previous clip, Justin neglected a few key ways when transferring a student from their wheelchair to a surface. He began by unlocking the brakes, but did not remember to lock the brakes when he began to lift the student. He also did not inform the student that they were being lifted, and he lifted with his back. Alright, we're going to lock your brakes, okay? We're going to push you up to the table. Push you the correct distance. We're going to lock those brakes. Alright, Justin's going to help us lift, okay? I'm going to sit you up. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Right there, buddy.
There you go. In the previous clip, you saw the correct way to perform a two-man lift. We began by unlocking the brakes and wheeling the student towards the table. We then locked the brakes, and I informed the student that Justin was there to help. I sat up the student and got in position, and so did Justin. I was the leader because I was at the top of the body, so I counted to the student as to when we were going to lift him. We then lifted him on 3 and put him on the table.
Alright, buddy, come on. Let's wheelie over here. I'm not going to bother unlocking the brakes. Alright, 1. Let's go.
In the previous clip, you saw the incorrect way to perform a 2-man lift. Justin began by incorrectly wheeling the student up to the table and neglecting to lock their brakes. He also did not inform the student that they were going to be lifted. Both lifters did not take into account their body mechanics and did not hold the student in the correct way, nor did they support their body.
Alright, buddy, scoot up here a little bit. Put my knees on your knees. What you're going to want to do now is put your hands on the wheelchair grasps. Here we go. Stand up. Here we go. Now put your hands back and set you down.
In the previous clip, you saw the correct way to perform a gait belt transfer. Justin began by instructing the student to scoot up in their chair. He then had them put their hands back on their armrests and still counted 1, 2, 3 to have them stand up. He then locked knees with their knees and assisted them in standing up. He then pivoted them towards the table and had them sit down and instructed the student to put their hands back on the table so that they could sit down properly. In the previous clip, you saw the complete incorrect way to perform a gait belt transfer. Drew never communicated with the student and never had them assist in the process. He did not have them scoot up so that standing up was easier. He did not put his knees with their knees to assist them in standing up, and he did not count down to start standing up. Also, when he put the student on the table, he did not instruct them to put their hands back so that they could feel the table and they could sit down themselves. Thank you for watching. We hope this video was instructional for you in your future endeavors with lifting and transferring students. Some things to take away from this video are to remember to create a wide base when lifting students. Also to bend at the hips and then bend at the knees, and always remembering to bend at the knees. Always remember to inform students what you are doing when you are performing a lift or a transfer, and always count down from 1, 2, 3 to inform the students what you are doing and when you are doing it.